The purpose of this video is to give you kind of a heads up and a disclaimer that some of the things in the reading today are about some like difficult subjects. We're hopefully noticing this like central trend and idea about a culture of sexism that can exist of like men being better than women. And this is another article that's kind of touching on this big idea, which can be hard to read at times. So, a large part of this video is just to name that this reading may make you feel uncomfortable. Um, I think it's an uncomfortable that it's important because it is uncomfortable, that there are some things that exist, particularly if you find yourself playing a lot of video games and enjoying gaming, like I do, to name that there are some bad parts, just to use a really simple word for it. There are some bad parts about some of the culture and the communities that exist here. There's a lot of really good things that exist, like not going to take away from the really good, but there's also this like really dark and shady bad part that exists. And this article kind of touches on some of that. So I understand it can be hard to read at times. If you feel uncomfortable reading it, if you get to a point and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore, reach out. We will figure something out because I do think it's important and I don't want to skip this because it is important, but I also don't want people be to feel unsafe reading this. Not that I think it's necessarily going to cause that for most people, but just naming like it it can be difficult to read at times. So, um, like I said, reach out if you have concerns, if you start to feel uncomfortable, and like I said, we can have a conversation and figure out the best way to move forward.